Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays a Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. It's the same day, there's no daily yet. That time will come. Oh my god, 1 HP. Well, 1 HP, excuse me, hold on a second here. QQJCEX6A. A lot of stuff happened temporarily, including my realization that we have Monstro's Lung, which is gorgeous. However, what was I gonna say? Your boy did not know that you could get a wooden nickel. Oh, dude, this makes our run so much better. Just the existence of a respawn makes this so much better. But I didn't know you could get a wooden nickel out of Book of Sin. I guess it makes sense. You can probably get just about anything out of Book of Sin, but it's kind of a slap in the face. You expect to get something useful. Instead, you end up getting a chore. You end up getting taxed. Oh, easy there, Mr. Shot Speed. Great. I mean, this is obvious. Even without amazing damage, we're going to go with Guppy's Head. And this run it's popped off immediately. I have no idea how to interpret our rate of fire. It doesn't seem that bad. Damage is acceptable. Although, not stellar yet. Monstro's Lung gives us a lot of killing power. Good. We'll definitely get the coin. And again, Blue Baby just existing, or not Blue Baby, but the Ankh existing, gives us a nice ability to maybe even be aggro on our next deal with the devil. The only thing is, you might be wondering, like, NL, you threw away so many lives on that 9 lives run. That, by the way, was an uproarious success. But why aren't you willing to throw your life away to become Blue Baby? Ah, it's an intermediate level Isaac question, if not advanced. I don't want to respawn, if possible, with the Ankh because it gates me out of red hearts forever. And red hearts, I mean, they lose valuability. That is not a word. They lose value as the run goes on. But at the start, they're, you know, 1 red heart. It could change the game. It could keep you alive. You could trade it for 9 lives, giving it undue effect over the rest of your run. Like, as of right now, I would not deign to become Blue Baby. There might come a time, but that time is not right now. I actually see a way forward for this. The AWAS rune for me is, we take a deal with the devil, we go into the boss trap room, we use AWAS to escape before we have to fight any bosses. So I always, in this room, my brain, despite having been through this room 20 times, it says, hey, you gotta step on the button to get out. You do not. This is a room where you do not have to do that. And you should not, because stepping on the button is almost exclusively terrible. Don't at me. The buttons are, I mean, I can't resist them. Anytime I see a button, you gotta push it. Oh, that was the nuclear launch device? Maybe you shouldn't have left it out in the open where some idiot like me could, you know, just walk up and accidentally start mutually assured destruction. Seems a little bit of poor planning on your part. No, I refuse to take responsibility for it. Only 2. Easy. 2 rushes. Show up. Easy. Easy. I am dumb and now sad as well. I'm sad that I lost my deal with the devil chance. Does also make an AWAS look a little bit like a fool's errand here, but we can hold it for later. Oh well. Life goes on. Remember, it was last run or 2 runs ago. That's pretty good. It was last run or 2 runs ago. We said, you know what? We took damage. It sucks. That was a situation where on the 2nd floor, we just didn't get our 46% roll. And it was 46% because of, we must have had some kind of evil item or blew up a judgment or something. And then what happened? Floor 3, deal with the devil, mom's knife. Life is but a dream, dude. This is a tough one. This happens a lot, but, oh, I was afraid of that too. That enemy was tough to kill with our rate of fire and Monstro's Lung. It's like the one time Monstro's Lung's not going to crush it here. So I thought, just use AWAS out of not desperation, but out of an ill-advised attempt to improve our lives, you know? For now, everything's okay. The run's still good. We got 3 HP. We got the ability to generate more. We're lacking ever so slightly in the damage department, but I'm hoping to work that around. Plenty of time to go. And, you know, mercifully, high on consumables. I would start to think, there's 2 things that keep this from being a train wreck right now. One of them is consumables that allow us to access item rooms, and dude, that's unbelievably good. 3 things, actually. The other one would be Guppy's Head and Monstro's Lung. But now that we have Jacob's Ladder, it doesn't even bear mentioning. Everything's sorted for us. We don't have a win yet, but we have every... You know, we're like a little baby. We're like the Incredibles baby. You know, the baby that has the superpowers. I don't know if you've seen the movie. I'm not trying to spoil specifically what it's got going on. But we're not yet... We can't harness our potential. But... the potential is self-evident. I mean, look at what we got going on here. Every few seconds, we're shooting out like... Hold on. No, I thought that was 2 rooms with keys, which would make one a library. But every few seconds, we're shooting out a big barrage of tears that does a bunch of damage. And then also summons a staggering amount of lightning bolts that make that damage even better. So... I would love to hit this 36% roll. I would also love to hit that yeet, fellow teens. Hope that doesn't mean anything bad. But if yeeting is wrong, I don't want to be right. Yo, that was an 11 tears up. I think life is good for right now. Anytime you can get a tears up that's like, hey, here's 20% rate of fire improvement, you're going to love life. All right. So I'm not trying to rush through the run, but, you know, unfortunately for those of you who want a 75-minute long run, that possibility fell by the wayside pretty quickly once we started shooting incredible lightning bombs out of our face. So I expect that, you know, things are... gonna be relatively simple for us offensively. The thing on this run, the only thing that matters on this run right now is trying to figure out how we're gonna navigate it defensively. Now, Baby Bender, I'm holding out hope that this is gonna be better with no familiars than it realistically has any chance to be. What's my game plan? Hear me out here, okay? Making our... I mean, lightning bolts are made of electrons. Electrons are kind of familiars. So, maybe... it will make our electrons home. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. That doesn't make any sense, to be fair. I used, that's Guppy's Head Hangover. I used Book of the Dead like an idiot there. Do I think Book of the Dead is better than Satanic Bible? It's a testament to the quality of Book of the Dead that I honestly think the answer is it depends. Satanic Bible is so very good. Book of the Dead, also amazing. Or at least very good in a lot of circumstances. So, I'm willing... Why not? Well, there is one reason, which is that our rate of fire is truly horrible. But, let's see. I also feel like we're not getting the same kind of value out of static tiers that we used to. But I'm willing to give this one the benefit of the doubt for the time being. The halved rate of fire. And this is actually, I think we've had this exact situation before, except minus the added benefit of Jacob's Ladder. So I'm feeling at least slightly better as a result of that. But I think we've had this exact same situation before, where we took Monstro's Lung and Hemolacria and just got absolutely bodied by the lack of rate of fire. So I actually feel like, grab that coin purse and see if you can get a Tears upgrade again. And that one's not worth nearly as much for whatever reason, but we're just... Ooh, I'm excited. Also terrible. We're just trying to get to that position. Hold on. I'm a fool. Is this a... It's hematemesis. Okay. I'm trying to get to the position where I'm like... You know, maybe if we can get back to like 60 rate of fire, this will pay for Hemolacria. Maybe if we pick up some cool tier effects, it'll pay for Hemolacria. For now, dude, our rate of fire is so slow. I'm not saying it's unwinnable, but it's a lot worse than it used to be. And actually, that was I'm excited there. We're being impacted in a bizarrely bad way by our range downgrade as well. But I digress. So this is one of those situations, again, where I'm also like, how do we want these shots to go? Perhaps we don't want to hit with the shots, and we'd rather hit adjacent. No, that doesn't seem to be the case at all. It's still not bad. Which, again, is pretty lucky. Oh, another tiers upgrade. Beautiful. Not being negative. Not being sarcastic at all. I think we just need to internalize in my own brain. Monstro's Lung means you cannot take Hemolacria and vice versa, probably. So, we're going to go to the Cursed Room, and we're also going to try to go to this Boss Trap room. I'd really like for you to give me a speed upgrade. The HP might matter. The speed is incredibly important. 0.95 when we take so long to charge is gonna crush us, dude. Hey! Okay, here's what you do. So, it's really good, don't get me wrong. But first, we're gonna go check this Curse Room. Almost went bad doubly there. Then we decide, do we actually want to go into this boss trap room? Yes. Yes, we do. Wow. That's a huge improvement, obviously. The thing is... I thought we could do it. I would like to fight this angel statue. I'm a little worried about our damage dealing potential, but I think we got it. And also, why wouldn't you want to, you know, do Mega Satan on this run? It's fun, okay? And our rate of fire is still bad, but it's gotten a lot better thanks to basically getting non-stop tiers upgrades. So thank you for those. And I see the secret room. I will take you up on the offer. Turns out this run isn't going to go as fast as I thought it would. And we will go pick up Blood Bag. And then finally, we're on our way. I don't know why my character feels so heavy, dude. She's so heavy. You guys like the Beatles? I don't know why that's so funny to me. You heard of these guys? Little known rock band out of England. The Beatles. Spelled weirdly. Keep that in mind if you're trying to Google them. I don't know where I'm going with that joke. Regardless. Where are we going? Certainly the item room. We got no rush. I mean, like, temporally, I got my own personal, like, time limit for today. But that's irrelevant. Unless this video takes, like, 20 years. That's right, in 20 years. That's the amount of time I've budgeted for this Isaac episode. If it takes 20 years, dude, hey, that's why you budget the time. You know that Madonna song? This is a real bit, okay? Don't make fun of it. There's a Madonna song you might not be familiar with because it's from her later career oeuvre. Madonna kind of reminds me of U2, I want to point out before we get started here. In that, a lot of really amazing early work, but then she's kind of become, insufferable for a lot of people, and I think that is... I don't want to say unfairly, but I think that's informed the way that the public thinks about her, and now everybody is like, Madonna, go away. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I've never been an enormous Madonna fan, she's got some good stuff in the 80s. And then Ray of Light was a genuine classic that doesn't happen, you know, that late into somebody's career for the vast majority of artists. So I'll always give her a little bit of credit for that. But anyway, she has a song, maybe from like the year 2008, and it's called You Only Got 4 Minutes to Save the World. It has Timbaland and Justin Timberlake on it. And I don't understand what the... here's what... I had never thought about it until just now. I think I've come up with it. Previously, I was like, is this a song for like a James Bond movie? Like James Bond only has 4 minutes to save the world? Because 4 minutes is not a lot of time. Then I realized, thinking about it, you know what it probably is? And I haven't looked up Madonna on Rap Genius recently, but I'm assuming that probably it has something to do with the fact that a song is roughly 4 minutes in length. It's a speed downgrade, but the damage up is meaningful. The tears up was not really, to be honest, but the damage up is worth a lot. 4 minutes, you know, the rough approximate length of a pop song. Maybe that's what it's about. It's like, hey, you know, when you're in the club, there's all sorts of songs about the club being the jungle, the club being the battlefield. Maybe it's like, hey, the club is like, it's the only thing that matters right now. You only got 4 minutes to save the world. Like in Austin Powers, when Austin gets approached by the fembots and they go, come play with us, Mr. Powers. And he goes, actually, I can't. I have to go save the world. You only got 4 minutes to save. You, tractor beam versus 1.05 speed. Tractor beam wins. Anyway, I answered my own question. I think that's what it's about. But previously, I was like, is Madonna rapping about the Cuban Missile Crisis? Also, Madonna, not a rapper. But okay. A snack. Give me the relic. Still a little bit weak on the damage front. You're noticing for yourself, I'm sure. You know, anytime you're shooting this much electricity and blood out of your face, you really want the enemies to eat it pretty quickly. Otherwise, you're like, why am I bleeding so much? I'm gonna head down to the next floor without going to the secret room. That's right, I'm a rebel. I'm a rebel, Dottie. This time, I do see the value in going to the shop. But how much of your collective life have you watched a bald Canadian dude go to a room and just bump into a blood bank over and over? Like, do you ever think about that? I think about that. I was thinking, like in that Isaac episode for episode 1000, I said, you know, how much of my life have I spent just incrementing the thumbnail for Isaac? Yes, I know that I could make a saved action. Mom. The other thing is, I'm okay with spending 30 years. The optics on, or 30 hours over the course of 8 years. The optics on that decision have turned out to be pretty good for me so far. But anyway, you know, if you really think about it, if I spend like 1 minute per Isaac episode bumping into that, which is fairly conservative, I think, but if I spend 1 minute per Isaac episode bumping into those things, what are we looking at? You know, like 3,000 minutes? If you've watched every episode, which I get the messages. Sometimes people tell me I've watched every Isaac episode and I go, you don't have to lie to my face. Sometimes people go, you know, I've watched every Isaac episode and I go, yeah, you have. What's the difference? My mood. Most of the time. That's what determines it. Yo. Please. Like, his run is great, but I'm just... Give me soy milk, dude. I'm ready. This is the run. I don't know why I said it like that. This is the run. Alright. We're good. I don't care about the blood bank, dude. I know we could use the money. I know we could use the speed. I want deals that improve that for me. I'm ready for my deals with the angel at this, or my deals with the devil at this point. We've already had too many deals with the angel. They've given me Mega Satan and the Relic, actually both of which are very useful. Not necessarily too much else. I just want... Is it a Tears upgrade? Next time I see the Tears upgrade, I'm going to remember what it looks like. Or at least I'm going to tell myself I'm going to remember. That way we can buy that pill in the future. I need to keep a little notebook. Like Rachel McAdams. Canadian superstar. That's right. Both Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams, Canadian. How does that make you feel? America's favorite love story? Extremely Canadian driven. Not Driven, the movie starring Sylvester Stallone, okay? America, that's your fault. Thanks for nothing, 2003. Sylvester Stallone plays a NASCAR driver. Doesn't even make any sense. You don't have to be that bulky to be a NASCAR driver. A boxer makes sense. Why would Sylvester Stallone be... It almost feels like it's just an impediment. He's got too much mass. Yes. Flying, please. Thank you. No. 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 It's so tight. If the run had, like, maybe 15 less tier delay, I would do it, dude. Because Holy Light combined with what we got going on here, I can't deny it would be awesome. But I think if you're mad at me for that, first off, again, let's put everything in perspective. Secondly, you gotta remember, you gotta do boss rush as well. And the thought of killing, 12 waves of bosses with this rate of fire right now, it's not really tickling my fancy. I love this run. I do wish I hadn't taken Hemolacria. But that's my cross to bear. That you give to me, Hemolacria, and I swear, I don't care who you are, that song still bangs. You don't have to be Jan Arden in 1995 to respect You Oughta Know, okay? When a song bangs, it bangs. I'm willing to give it a shot. Pay for itself. We've gotten very good luck. I mean, the items that we've gotten on the deals with the devil have certainly not been bad. I would never say that. I agree, Tomo. You want to get out of this office? It's pretty hot, huh, buddy? There you go. The items have been pretty good, but the fact that we've even just had access to them is amazing. We've beaten the odds on those a lot, and I would like to do it again. This time, no big deal, but if you can just find it in your heart to give me Sacred Heart. Or Godhead. As long as we're being picky, give me Godhead, because I haven't had it yet, so we can knock out a pretty rare item off of the ledger, if possible. Ooh. Easy fight. Again, very, very lucky. Holy crap. You know what? Just to say thank you for this incredible get, which also did raise our rate of fire hilariously, but still amazing. Dude, it's the AoE effect. It's so good. I decided I would fight you because you did me a great service there, so thank you so much. So it's a cool run. Godhead. Godhead is one of those items that for a lot of people does... we also got the Mind on this one. So good. Godhead for a lot of people does end up being amongst the last items gotten. You need to get the lost unlocks to even have it unlocked to begin with, I think. So that's one reason. Tears up? Definitely not, but another reason is angel deals are pretty rare. So I think we just gotta say that we're lucky. In fact, I think for Kate, Godhead was her last item. Last achievement, you don't even have to ask. Bandage Girl. The same way it is for almost everybody. Remember our last item? It was Unicorn Stump, right? On the second save file. On the first save file, I'm pretty sure it was Skeleton Key. It was something weird. It was a secret room item. A raw liver, right? I don't know. We never know what we're headed towards this time. All I'll say right now is we got some items on the first page that we still don't have. So Who knows? And this is a real question. Replies in the form of a tweet, please. Just like Jeopardy. Does lightning do more damage when you have more damage? Does lightning... Is it a product of your damage? Does it scale with your damage? So, I think this is very strange. I think now we might actually do better when we miss a shot. Because it lets the the aura is probably the best word to describe it. It lets the aura survive long enough to do more damage. That's cool. That's an unintended consequence. Dude, at this point, sure. I don't know. What's gonna happen? I don't even know what I'm looking at. We might have ruined the aura from Godhead, but again, if you don't take that item there, you're a coward. Get out of my Bouncy Castle. I have no idea if we still have the aura, if this run is good or horrible. It does seem to be destroying enemies pretty easily. So, hey, 2 wrongs made a right here. Hemolacria, actually a pretty good item now, but I'm going to continue to suggest that, you know, it has wronged me in the past, because it has. Triple brimstone, or like little brimstone lasers, actually tends to be kind of a bad item. Or at least not as good as you'd expect. This time, I think it's improved the run. It's a little hard to tell, admittedly. Hello, Tomo. You know what would pop this run into like 15th gear? It's already in 13th gear. We go 2 gears at a time now. The answer is very simple. Succubus. Well, actually, now that I think about it, that's dumb. Succubus wouldn't do that much for us, because our damage stat is not that impressive. You know what would really pop it into the next gear for us? Soy milk. I truly believe it. Even though it would lower our damage drastically. What if it only lowered our rate of fire to 7, but it lowered our damage to 0.7? I think we'd probably still beat Mega Satan easily, but it might be a little bit more annoying. We could get hit here. At least if it hit us, it wouldn't have milled our creep, or our orbitals, I should say. What a strange run. A fun one, no question about it, but a strange run nonetheless. Oh my god, finally. Huge damage bonus. Huge, well, okay. Not really that huge of a rate of fire bonus. Probably should have taken Fate's Reward as well. Whatever, we're cruising, you know? Still takes us absolutely way, way, way too long to charge up a shot. But if you're charging up a shot and you're killing Famine or Pestilence or both in a single hit, what are you complaining about? This rate of fire more than oh my god, it's so good. Oh, the range is terrible, but still. Terrible for a big room. This is a super fun run, man. I'm actually sorry to see this one go. It happens now and then. What? What happened there? Why did we... I guess it was just a weird minion spawn. It happens from time to time. Yo, we one-tapped that, like, 3rd form of the first phase. I'm ready. Just watching, seeing how much damage it's doing. Watching, waiting, commiserating. Yeah, he's super dead. Either way, though, that was a ton of fun. Alright, no delirium chance. I probably would have done it because we were looking so good, but that was a super fun one. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure if you heard me say that 30 times over the last minute or so. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Northernlion to be notified when I go live in the future. For now, though, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. See ya.